I really left my phone stand at the house today. But anyway, let's get into this journal entry that I wrote 10/22/2025 at 12 a.m. I journal anytime, anywhere. Like, if I wasn't talking to you, I would be journaling right now in this car at this park. But anyway, quotes. All behavior makes sense in its context. Dr. Zoe Shaw. So this is what I said. She fully understood the choices that her mom made and the choices that she made. Her story, the part that she shared, inspired me to start this series on Identity Check. Welcome. Where we have self-check discussions. I often look at the world and the people closest to me, and I am instantly introspective, mentally, emotionally, and in my journaling experience. I have been this way since I was a little girl. I remember having a diary with a key and a lock to keep people out of it, privacy, away from observations and insights of how I perceive the world. So basically, I'm saying that it was very important to me to have that lock on my diary, because in my mind, like, ain't nobody finna read this, right? I don't want nobody to read and see how I really am. So, because I grew up the quiet girl, right? That is why it is intriguing to me that certain life experiences interest me. I love hearing people share their perspectives from an authentic, emotionally intelligent, concise way. I also enjoy picking apart stories that aren't shared with the previously mentioned characteristics. I can now clearly state that my interest in stories like Dr. Zoe Shaw are due to the need to piece and peacefully. So like to piece, like you piecing a puzzle together, and peacefully, like with calm and clarity, peacefully put the pieces of my own life together. Through listening to the 42-minute episode of her story, I am now okay with never having to have conversations with people in my family and with friends about the truth and current situation of relationships in my life. Regardless of me knowing these people are not bringing the love, joy, and the peace that I intentionally act on each day that I wake up, it hurt me to not have them in my life. That's real. I've experienced a range of emotion for each relationship that I call inactive in the present. So instead of me feeling like, you're no longer my family member, you're no longer my friend, like acting out of anger, because that's what you do. And I've gone through that. I'm like, man, how are these people related to me? What was I thinking when I became friends with this person? Why was I entertaining this relationship? They're still who they are. They're still a friend. They're still a family member. And I just don't want to have an active relationship with them. So I'm saying it's inactive. That's what I mean by that. I've experienced a range of emotions. Feelings that I didn't even want to have. I didn't ask for this, but it is what it is, right? I realized late in the process of letting go that I was the only one in these relationships perceiving them in a way that embodies the pure essence of the meaning of love. Love is simply taking great interest in someone or something. That's how I, Danielle Marie, define love. Essentially, that's what the definition of love is, if you're not looking at the romantic part of the word. So look it up for yourself. But simply taking great interest in someone or something. I was the only one in these relationships perceiving them in a way that embodies love. I look through this lens of love now with awareness, care, and regular self-checks, or regular checks with myself. I am on a new pathway that is bigger than the pathways that I have started and stopped in the past. Unfortunately, a lot of loved ones could not join me on this pathway. So sad. For reasons I may never really know. And today I am okay with that, all because I watched episode 4 of season 1, Unlocked Family Secrets. That's how I got introduced to Dr. Shaw, right? This is one example of many. I say thousands on the way things click for me in my personal life. So a lot of times when I watch episodes like that or shows or movies, I don't know, I'm always like, I'm so introspective that I take something from it. Like, it's like a lesson for me in my own life. I don't know if you guys can relate to that, but I do it all the time. Like, oh my God. And then I just start thinking, it sends me down sometimes a rabbit hole of thinking about all of the things that I have going on, or all of the feelings that I've been dealing with based off of something in my life. Like, if you're like that, comment below like an emoji, like, yeah, like check, a check emoji. It's gonna be the symbol for check. I learned lessons in my life from people, places, and experiences that are usually random, unrelated to my actual life. But I am open, attracted to, and a magnet for love, truth, authenticity, simple, gentle, and transformative energies and frequencies in life. And if that's you, boom. Welcome to Identity Check. Come on in the room. Comment below who you are, where you're from, and if you feel anything that I just said in this video, okay? I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, or the rest of your night, or the rest of your evening, or the rest of your whatever. Peace.